Look at that. Look at that belly. Okay, I'll give you guys a belly shot later. Guys, we are in the nursery and we are here today for my next pregnancy update. First, right off the bat, I want to mention something you're probably going to notice right away is that I sound so congested, and that's because I haven't figured out if this is like a little bit of a cold or if this is allergies. We just got back from Kansas after our baby shower vlog, coming on that soon, and they were cutting wheat, and obviously just like Kansas stuff is different, and after coming back I've been kind of sick ever since then. So I think that it's allergies. I don't have like a fever or anything, I'm just stuffed up. But yeah, so now you guys will have to listen to me all like nasally and everything, because this is just something that I'm dealing with right now. I do want to say that being sick or allergies or whatever while pregnant really sucks because a multitude of reasons. First, you can't take like any medicine. I'm taking Zyrtec because I guess that's okay as an allergy medicine while pregnant. So as soon as I started feeling this way, I started taking Zyrtec, and it helps dry me out, but that's about it. And then that's like all I can take, because even if it's a cold, like I can't take like Dayquil or NyQuil or anything like that. So being pregnant and being sick, you just kind of gotta tough it through. Another thing that's really sucky about being pregnant and being sick is that you can't breathe. That's my biggest thing right now, is like I can't really breathe through my nose very well, and even when I can, it's not the greatest. And being pregnant, you're already usually like super winded all the time, or just feel like you can't like get a good breath in, and so I catch myself like being out of breath so often. Like last night I was laying in bed with Trevor and drinking from my water bottle, and out of nowhere I just like stopped drinking, and I was like because like you can't breathe while you drink water, especially when your nose is all stuffed up, and then I already struggle to breathe, and it's just been miserable trying to catch my breath lately with these allergies or whatever I have going on. Anyways, this is my pregnancy update. This is supposed to be the 28-week pregnancy update, but I'm actually already 30 weeks, so I'm a little behind. I'll probably title this 28-week pregnancy update just because that's like the number of like weeks in between that I've been going with my routine with these videos. But just know that as of right now, as of filming this, I'm actually 30 weeks, almost 31 weeks, so I'm quite a bit further along than the title of this video, but I'll be able to talk about like the stuff that's happened like in between my last update and now. Firstly, or I guess it's not firstly because I've already been talking for a while, I am sitting in the nursery here again. Things are happening in the nursery still. We don't have like a lot of different furniture. I think this chair and everything was here in the last video. However, I did sit on the floor in the last video, and that's just not happening anymore. I do everything I can to avoid bending down, to avoid getting down, anything like that. Like if I drop something and Trevor's around, I'm like, I'm not picking that up. Like he's picking that up. So I've gotten to that point. So we are sitting in the rocking chair today because all of the updates up until now have been on the floor, whether they've been downstairs or here in the nursery. But I just don't want to sit on the floor anymore. It's probably just not going to happen anymore. So other than just constantly growing and getting very large, which like I said, I'll show you guys a bump update at the end of this video, and being kind of sick right now, which is not really pregnancy related, but it sucks being sick and pregnant. The biggest thing that's really just going on with this pregnancy right now is I'm starting to feel uncomfortable a lot. I have been very fortunate in all of these updates to like constantly tell you guys that I like kind of just feel like myself, everything's fine, like my body feels fine, and I still for the most part do. I think it's just like the growingness of it. Like I just feel big and large, and like I can't move around, and I can't catch my breath that great, and like I I like can't sleep the best because I've got a belly on me now, and like I'm starting to actually feel like the weight of baby, whereas before I had a bump and whatever, it was kind of cute and all of that, but now it's large, or at least I feel very large. Speaking of sleep, lately I've been like, so you sleep on your side when you're pregnant usually, that's like what they recommend, and I feel like I can feel the weight when I'm like on my side of my belly of baby like falling down on the bed too, so I feel this like pull like as the belly like lays on the side as well, especially like in my belly button. I can feel like I don't know, like it feels like really like it's stretching when I'm on my side. So I don't have like a pregnancy pillow because honestly I haven't needed it until now. Like I've slept with my one pillow that I always sleep with and feel fine, but now I all I did was just like go grab one of our throw pillows and I kind of like set it under my belly, so if I'm like laying on this side I also have the throw pillow under my belly, so that way my belly doesn't like fall onto the bed. Like I've got a little pillow under there, and that's it though. It's been working really well. The only sucky part is like if I roll around or move around at night, I have to like reposition that pillow and stuff like that, and like even little things like rolling around, like rolling from one side to the other is like a chore. So once I'm out, lately I've been like out hard. I've been waking up with like lines on my body. You know when you sleep like really hard? I haven't really done this since I was like a kid, but you sleep like really, really hard and you get lines on your body from like the blanket or the sheet or whatever, or like if you slept on your hand, like you've got like hand marks all over you. I've apparently been sleeping very hard lately because I'll wake up and I think I haven't moved all night is the biggest thing, because I'm normally like a toss and turn and whatever, and I'll wake up and I have all of these lines on my body from like the sheet and the blankets and stuff, like me just like laying there all night long with them pressed up against me, because moving is just too hard, so I don't do it anymore in my sleep. Kind of going along the same lines of like feeling big, I feel a little bit out of line a lot of times, so I see a chiropractor every other week, and we might bump that up to weekly now that I'm getting closer to my due date, because I do know that your body like starts to get a lot more like loose and like it'll adjust all on its own. It'll have a hard time holding the adjustment. So my chiropractor will like put me back into place, and then I feel like I'm out of line again in like no time, because whatever the hormone is, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but the hormone that like makes everything really loose so that way you can open up for baby and stuff and like makes your joints and everything loose, that makes me fall out of alignment a lot sooner. So I have been having some like back pains, not really even that big of an issue, but just where I feel like I just want to stretch it out, like I want to get adjusted like every week. So I might bring that up to my chiropractor next time I see her, because right now I'm only seeing her every other week, and I think every week would be really nice, especially as we approach the coming due date of baby in like single digit weeks now, which is crazy. I get to feel baby move a lot now, like a lot, all of the time, kind of a lot. So baby has like a normal sleep cycle now, and I'm starting to actually learn it. I know when baby's gonna be like awake and moving and when baby is gonna be like sleeping and more chill, and it's been really nice to like learn that, and really good because then I can have Trevor like feel baby moving around a lot more. But he moves hard now. So a lot of times before I would get like little pops and little kicks. Like he would just like jab me every once in a while. It was really fun. I really liked it. Now, if I do get a jab or a kick, it hurts. They're hard. And more often than not though, I'm not getting really kicks. I'm more getting like pushes. Like it's either his whole arm or his leg or whatever. It feels like he's stretching and like pushing or like sliding or like even a few times like he's like flipping in there or something. It's not really like kicks anymore, like little jabs like I used to feel. It's like long stretches, long like pushes or like rubs across my stomach, that sort of thing, and I get to feel him do that all of the time. I used to only feel him move when I was like sitting, and I had to be like sitting and laying back so I could really like feel him, but now I can be standing, I can be cooking dinner, I can be in the shower, and I will feel him move all of the time. I love it, and well, I love it, but it does make me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Like I have a love-hate relationship with it. Like it's beautiful that this baby is like moving inside me, and I love it. It makes me happy to like know he's there and alive and like doing great and just like flip-flopping around. But also like it doesn't always feel great. Like it's uncomfortable. And so sometimes I just kind of want him to stop. Especially when he has hiccups. He has hiccups just about every night, like clockwork. It's part of his wake cycle in the evening after dinner. He likes to get hiccups. So that drives me a little bit crazy. It's because it doesn't hurt. It's barely anything, but it is like this annoying little like flutter or bump. And it's almost like when you have like the tiniest little like muscle twitch, and it's just like bothering you a little bit. It doesn't hurt or anything, but it's just like there and you can feel it and you can't get it to stop twitching. It's kind of what his hiccups feel like. They feel like just little like, you know, hiccups. It's hiccup cadence, and it's just like this little twitch that won't stop. And I always talk to him and I'm like, hey, calm down, get rid of these hiccups, relax. And so that has been fun to experience. Like the first time I was like, oh, he has hiccups. And now I'm just like, okay, bud, like let's get these under control. My last update I want to give you guys is a little one about gestational diabetes. If you saw in my last pregnancy update video, I mentioned that I found out pretty early on. I feel like it's early for what I'm hearing from other people, so I was fortunate enough to get tested quick and find out that I had gestational diabetes at about like 21 weeks, I think. So I've known for quite a while. At first, my doctor basically just told me I was pricking my finger 4 times a day, which I'm still doing, and tracking my numbers, and I knew like that range I needed to be in. And he told me to just watch my sugars, cut carbs, that sort of thing. Being a vegetarian, that was really hard, and I didn't know really what to do. So at my next appointment, like a month later with the doctor, I mentioned that, and my numbers were a little better, but like I was hungry all the time because I wasn't eating because I didn't know what to eat. Carbs as a vegetarian is like basically your diet. I mean, yeah, we get protein from other things too, but there's just a lot of my diet is carbs. I don't know if that's because I am bad vegetarian, which I always joke and say that I am, but cutting carbs was really hard, which carbs, if you don't know, are just sugar. Cutting out the sugar was like a little bit of a pain. It was more of just like an adjustment because that's what I was craving and that's what I wanted. But carbs is hard because that's what I was using to fill myself up and to not feel hungry. So I was feeling hungry all the time. I didn't know what to eat or replace it with, and I mentioned that to my doctor. My numbers weren't perfect, so he recommended we go see a specialist, and we actually went up to somebody in South Bend, Indiana, which was a bit of a trip for us, to go talk with somebody who, I guess this is what they do, is like women with gestational diabetes and help them with that. And she was so helpful. I got a huge yellow packet full of papers. I got a meal plan from her. I got all kinds of options about what to eat, and then like when to eat and like how much to eat, and like a list of things to choose. So for example, like in the morning I'm supposed to have 2 proteins and 3 carbs, which I forget what like the numbers is of that, but anyways, just know 2 proteins, 3 carbs for breakfast in the morning. And I have a list of those things to choose from, so I can choose like so many cherries, a piece of bread, and usually I do like 2 pieces of bread and so many cherries, and those are my 3 carbs, and then 2 proteins, so I have 2 eggs in the morning. And so it was really nice to like have a meal plan and have everything and like know I could eat. And she also wanted me to eat snacks, which was so good because I am a grazer. I'm not really a meal person. I like eat all day, and so tracking my glucose, I had to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that just like wasn't really me. And so now I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I also eat snacks in between, and so I feel like I'm more on like what I normally am, where I'm like just grazing all day, which is what I like, and how I feel full and like how I feel healthy is when I can just graze all day. But anyways, yeah, seeing this specialist was super helpful. I rarely have high numbers now, and if I do, it's because we did something like traveled to Kansas, and so we swung by Burger King, and I had some french fries which I shouldn't have had. But you know, when I have high numbers, I know why my numbers are high now, and I feel a lot more in control. I still have to have a strict diet. I still have to really watch those numbers. I'm still taking my blood I'm taking it 4 times a day. And just checking it, but I feel so much better about everything, and I feel in control, and it doesn't like scare me anymore, and I feel like I'm healthy and baby's healthy and we're gonna be fine. I do want to do a what I eat in the day as someone with gestational diabetes video, so if you guys think that you would like that, make sure you give this video a thumbs up or comment down below and let me know that that's something you would like, because I've been thinking about doing it, and if I get a bunch of feedback from you guys, I definitely will do it. But that's mostly it for my update. Let me go ahead and give you guys a bump shot. Okay, ignore some of the mess and the makeshift tripod you can see in the back there. Let me actually tilt you guys down a smidge more. Not wearing anything tight today. This is just like a cute little dress, so I'll kind of just pull it up against me. But this is what baby looks like right now. Like I said, I'm almost 31 weeks, so I'm actually further along than the title of this video. Oh my gosh, you guys can see all my mess over here. Sorry. But this is what I look like. As you can tell, I feel very big and very pregnant now. So this is me, 31 weeks, really popped out, and there's a baby in there. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love all of you who are tuning in to my pregnancy updates. It's so fun to share this experience with all of you and see all of your comments down below as well. I do see them all, even if I don't respond. We do try to respond to them all, but I have been seeing all your comments, so be sure to comment down below if you have anything to tell me, a story of your own. If you're pregnant, I'd love to hear it. Just comment it down below. But if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already, and follow us on Facebook. It'll all be linked in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Boop.